Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Morning Coffee. I got my coffee locked and loaded, ready to go because we're going to talk about some very interesting stuff today, very important stuff. So, first of all, obviously, about what is going on with Bitcoin. Bitcoin has dipped more, and we are going to look at why that happened, what the next target is, or if we are already sitting at the new buying entry. We are going to look at Ecomi and Veve also, because there is some source code, mysterious source code popping up that raised a lot of questions and eyebrows. So definitely that is going to be a topic. As in the last stream, unfortunately there is a hard stop for me somewhere between somewhere at 8:20, which is half an hour. So let's discuss all of that right after the intro. So, good morning, every one of you. We have first appearance in the chat. 10 months is low, more likely 12 to 14 months. Without ETFs would have been 16 to 18 months. Yeah, we will see. We also have Veve Avatar in the chat, first with the Omi circle and a pro legendary with second with the hide the pain hodler. Okay, so guys, make sure to smash up the like button if you enjoy the format. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and if after this stream you still have lots of time at your hand because you're stuck at an airport or something like that, then I recommend my interview with Sanjay. That is also available in the live stream section of this channel. Other than that, we have a relatively fresh altcoin video update here on the channel, so lots of stuff to check out. But with that, and thanks to the rare hodlers, by the way, to my rare hodlers that you see here on the screen. If you want to become one, then you can just become a channel member to this YouTube channel, and then you will be able to carry a medal like Pro Legendary and Felipe here in the chat. And good morning, Felipe, and you will be able to access the stickers here, or the emojis, and obviously you will get access to Telegram group with me and the elite of the rare hodlers, so to say. But let's jump right in. Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is doing exactly what we expected it to do. I think you remember our last live stream from Monday. We actually had predicted that Bitcoin could drop to the 62,000 range. Now it's at 61,700, and actually if we look very exact on this, we've even lost this level. So it would not surprise me even if we backtest this level here and this dip further continues to 52,000. It wouldn't surprise me. On the other hand, we know that at any point in time the buying of BlackRock and other ETFs can continue and lead to a positive inflow, and prices would come back at that point. But from a TA standpoint, if we lose this level, and that said, if we lose this level and there is still 17 hours to find support on this level, then this would be a realistic target, and that would be even more of an altcoin buying opportunity then, because altcoins get absolutely crushed when Bitcoin bleeds like that. PH, what AI coins do you have, if any? I have the Graph, which is somewhat an API AI play, which I like quite a bit. And I have Render. But I'm up 20x or so on my Render bag, and it was not much of a bag, but now it looks pretty fine after that move. Hey Luke, what's going on? Good to see you, good to have you here. So let's check out what's going on with Bitcoin here. So if we look at this total Bitcoin spot ETF net inflow / outflow, we see that throughout all the Bitcoin price action which we more or less see here in this medium total net asset graph, also looks almost like our price action, right? We see that we, for the first time in many days, we have negative, and then even for the first time since almost the beginning of the ETFs, we have consecutive days of net negative flows in the ETFs. So ETF selling. Now this selling is mainly driven by Grayscale. Again, Grayscale is sitting on a bunch of assets, and I will move my face to the middle here so that we can see it a little bit better. What's important is here March 18, 19, today is not in here obviously, but we see here March, huge outflows, 642 million US dollars, and then followed by yesterday another 444 million US dollars. So total in 2 days, 1 billion, past 1.08 billion US dollars worth of Bitcoin hit the market. And that is not the only seller, but that leads to a negative inflow, because that was too much to have a green negative flow. So yeah, actually we see it here, right? At this mark, the net flow is 300, so the others seem to have still accumulated here. Hey, good morning, Sven. How are you doing? 20 people here already, like fast as hell. Smash up the like button. So I want to have the 20 likes. If you can give me that, it's absolutely free for you. That would be amazing. Do I want to know? Says, hey bro, hey, what's going on? Do we want to know what? But what's the best dip to buy? I would say right now, because can you guarantee that it goes lower? Not really. I mean, this target, we are at a nice resistance place here, as said before. So we are at more or less at this resistance, right? And the question is, so what you could do if you want to really try to time something here, what you could do is you wait until this day played out, and if you see in 17 hours and 5 minutes a big red candle to the downside, then you can wait even more and just look at it falling until it finds somewhat of a support, right? But if you see this candle closing above, then this might be the time to DCA. It depends on your strategy, right? If you want to take a trade, then entirely this channel is not for you, because I'm someone who is just using that to determine where we can get a good entry to then hold and sell in the long term, right? So definitely not a trader here. But this is what I would do to determine if we have found support here. I would look for the daily close if we are either above or below this, and then price follow up tomorrow, and then I would decide if I buy. Because even if we bounce a little bit here, I think the opportunity is still good. And if we lose this level, the other part of the strategy that could be here is allocate some capital right now, see if it drops. If it drops, allocate some more. Yeah, you know, the true DCA, right? And then see also which altcoins get absolutely hammered that usually have no reason why they should be going down like that, right? Hey, good morning from Israel. Greetings to Israel. Nivo, hope you enjoy the stream. Yeah, so that is what I would be looking at here for that. What we could do quickly is we could go for live coin watch and see how the development here is on the we could go with the layout. We go the past 30 days, we get rid of the 1 hour. That's how you do it. And we can see how the coins are performing on this dip. So we have a 24-hour dip of 5% on Bitcoin. Ethereum did already a 6.5% 0.42 here. Um, and DZ, I will go to your question or to your comment in a second. I'll just want to finish this here. So Solana, for example, did an 8% downer here on that, right? So not all altcoins react the same. For example, meme coins, it's shitcoin season right now, so meme coins are doing fine, so only down 2% because they actually were pumping and then Bitcoin ruined the party. But if you look at the average coin like Avalanche, down 9%. So what you can see here is exactly, this is the law. Bitcoin bleeds, altcoins bleed harder, usually. Arbitrum has a good day, for example, but is down the last 30 days. So people are already buying the dip on Arbitrum. But look at, for example, Immutable X. Immutable X has pumped before. Now it's down 23% on the last 30 days. So yeah, so Immutable X, for example, if you're looking to acquire like a larger cap, could be something here, right? 23%. However, Immutable X is sitting at a $4 billion market cap. So Immutable X could go a 10x still in this run, but I don't see much more than that. Same goes for Render. I mentioned Render as an AI play. If you want to make big money with AI play, you're probably not going to buy Render anymore. Also, Render might have another 7 or 10x in it to a $40 billion market cap. Who knows? Like in a degenerate altcoin season. But beyond that, I'm not so sure, right? So again, and for example, here we see it, the graph, 3 billion might have also a 10x in it, right? But many of these coins have already done pretty well. So one of the coins that seems to be okay, like for example, Casper is down 25% on the 30 days. So these are, I think, what's down like 30 or 40% on the day might be a good buying opportunity. However, you have to see it in the sense of, so for example, this is not a good buying opportunity, right? If you see Dog with Head, this is a meme coin that is up 400% on the last 30 days, and at some point the music will stop and people will dump on you, right? I think this ship has sailed, right? Even though it might double from here, that's just not a good thing, right? Do you trade on Solana coins? No, not really. I don't trade at all. I buy coins and then I hold them. I bought, do I want to know, it says, I bought $10K today in Gari. What are your views on this token holding for long? I know there's some kind of SocialFi token probably. It's very popular in India, but I don't hold it. Walrus King, what's going on? So yeah, there's a little bit more that I want to discuss in the Bitcoin topic, and then we go straight to NFTs and Omi, with one chart in between. So what's interesting is, I said before that Grayscale is not the only seller. Bitcoin market is fueled by spot ETFs, and the keyword here really is fueled, right? It's not driven, it's fueled by ETFs. Not by the halving event. After the halving, mining expenses will double, pushing miners to keep certain prices for mining profitability, or in other words, miners' cost of production is low right now and will be high after the halving. So that's the real effect of the halving. It's not that there is just scarcity and lesser production. It's that miners are supplying the market with Bitcoin. Retail can only buy what miners are willing to sell. So, and here we see direct cost per coin will rise to 37,000, but at a 63,000 is no longer a problem for them. So which means that if miners are taking profit right now, even at the 60K, it's not a problem for them to take profit right now, because they mined, and we see this here in a comment lower if you read the whole convo. Here, the current cost of production of one Bitcoin for miners is 18,000. So the profit margin for these coins produced right now is very high. So if they can sell above 60,000, to fund new mining equipment and to already lock in profits, they will do it, because after that the profit margin shrinks drastically on the coins, and also they will mine less coins, so they have to stock up on mining equipment right now and take big profits. So to get, not only Grayscale is selling, or people and institutions in Grayscale, no, actually the miners are selling, because this is a very nice target price. After that they will not have such an easy time to sell, and they probably will wait with the new production selling until somewhere closer to the peak, and they will probably then sell into this peak and determine also where the peak is. Yeah, so that's definitely going on. So and there's a very fair point, right? If people think the halving is so effective, then they should have bought Bitcoin in November at 15 or at $17,000, because they knew the halving would be coming. So if price goes up, why don't you buy then when Bitcoin is low, right? The catalyst didn't change. So here's the thing, because always at this channel we want to see where we are in our price cycle, right? So here's something interesting. We're looking at Bitcoin price and then crossings of the all-time highs. So we see the all-time high, crossing the all-time high, and we have the monthly relative vigor index. That's what we're seeing here below. And there are two values, the 0.21 and the 0.54. So the 0.21 crossing basically initiates the second half of the parabolic move, and the 54 or the 54 line here, the red dotted line, when we reach or overshoot it, we're very close or at the cycle top. Yeah, okay. So and this also would confirm the false top theory here. So what do we say, or what does this imply? We would have another 10 months, more or less, until the cycle top hits. Now in the beginning we have seen that, or someone has commented that he believes there is 12 to 14 months still going on, but we cannot forget that we have already wicked into a new all-time high, and 10 months from here actually would be January and not December, like this post indicates. But nonetheless, we are more or less, with all of our indicators at the moment, looking at end of this year, beginning of next year for Bitcoin top. And then a little bit later for altcoin season topping out. Right now, what I like about the price development, about this dip, about the correction that we're having in the market, is that we're actually a little bit more coming to a natural alignment with the previous cycle, liquidity cycle, and also the overall cycle. Patrick says, GM, what do you think of the meme coins Solana and Solpaca? I have no idea about those. Bro, help me out. $1 million burning is coming soon in Gary this Sunday, so I bought 10K. Yeah, I think we have some shillers here in the in the chat, which is fine. But be aware that I have no idea about these coins, right? So, okay. So there is another indicator here which says that that we are only in the middle. So comparing to history, this year's path forward is still promising. We would be in the middle of the cycle also according to this. So let's look at this here. So you see right where these pink dots, more or less, it's like before the major parabolic run, right? But in the middle of the entire. So basically we have the pre-bull, then the pink dot, and then the parabolic move. We have the pre-bull, the pink dot, parabolic move. Pre-bull, pink dot, parabolic move incoming, right? I would say we have right now the correction here. We see here that we have this pink dot though before the halving, and here we always have it after the halving, implying that the halving is not the triggering factor. Instead, the liquidity cycle is. Okay, so that just as an and I completely forgot to tell you what we are actually looking at. So we are looking at the realized the realized cap. Of 18 of 2 to 3 year holds, of 13 to 2 year holds, 12 to 8 months, and 6 to 12 months. So this is a hodl ratio basically, and it looks always the same. This is the craziest part. It looks always the same. Anyways, so BlackRock. This is now the last part here of these coins. BlackRock deposits hit 100 million, or they deposited 100 million on Ethereum network to launch a crypto fund. And this crypto fund of BlackRock is, as they said before, is oriented on real world asset focus. So the fund in collaboration with Securitize is aiming to boost real world asset tokenization. And that's what Larry Fink, CEO of BlackRock, mentioned before, and we watched this on this channel, where he basically said that everything's going to be tokenized in the future. And so they are really investing right now into trying to get this tokenization forward. So these innovators or the asset managers want to be somehow innovators in space to capitalize more on the crypto space, which also shows that the crypto space is in fact in some level here to stay. Not everything of the degeneracy that we are witnessing is here to stay, but we are more moving into mainstream adoption here. So that is that. One thing that is interesting to look at, I said one chart, and the only one chart that I want to look at here is Bitcoin dominance, because what we have to see is that with, and we can look at it even on a weekly, with this altcoin correction, Bitcoin dominance is still at all-time high, more or less. Like, let's ignore the wicks, but on a weekly basis, basically these levels are the highest in this whole cycle. And you see this wedge forming for Bitcoin dominance. I expect this to break out at some point when Bitcoin goes on a hard rally and altcoins do not catch up just yet. And I would say at least we should get somewhere into this. What's the next stop here? So actually there's not much of a stop here, but I would say we should at least aim for the 60%, but not much higher. I would say 60% or so, and then maybe, so this over the next months to come, and then maybe altcoins will catch up. But I think that Bitcoin season is still on, Bitcoin will still dominate, and I think that altcoins will just trail the Bitcoin degeneracy. I mean, we have seen that even though with meme coins exploding in market cap and some altcoins increasing their market cap, Bitcoin dominance did not fall. It just moved at the same price. So, okay, so with that, we need some time today on Ecomi. So let's get back to DZ's comment. So DZ said, hello, I have invested in OMI since 2021. I'm kind of hopeful someday we will get to all-time high and recover some loss. However, I have 16 million OMI. I have not staked OMI on web wallet. I would really like your idea on how I should capitalize my bag as far as holding it on staking, because I don't understand the comic versus collectible stuff. Any ideas while waiting for my bag to moon someday? Smash the like button. So yeah, that's interesting. Also, Trucking Inc. says smash the like button. Yeah, guys, please. Over 30 people here said let's get up the likes to 30. I don't see them right now, but please get them up there. Very important for YouTubers to get the likes, unfortunately, to have any chance that the content gets pushed out to more people. Green Lantern says GM boys feels like Veve buying the dip. Yeah, exactly. So let's talk about what DZ just said. Okay, so first of all, going back to all-time high, to recover losses, yeah, you need to see what's your average. Okay, so going back to all-time high would be a 16x from where we are. So that would be a reasonable price move. It would be a reasonable price move if Ecomi team executes on the utility and brings more exchanges. So we have the BitGet, fine, right? We have more options to get Ecomi, but still we need a US exchange, we need OMI utility, OMI to NFT and stuff like that. I think there is the chances are higher right now from this perspective where we are right now than a couple of weeks and months ago that this actually happens, and then OMI will get some traction. I think there's bullish things going on with Veve, and it seems that the integration of OMI is in fact on the roadmap, and let's ignore the OMI season 2 that just came out as an article for now, but just the fact that OMI to NFT is listed as a priority in an official article lets me believe that something is coming. Okay, the second thing is that from a trading point, we see that there is a massive whale accumulation base forming going on, and potentially we are headed back to the lower accumulation band. It's just the nature of whales playing the price, and since we are not in any narrative that evolves around NFTs and metaverse at the moment, in fact the sentiment on NFTs in general outside of Veve is as bad as it can get at the moment. No one cares, no one's interested in NFTs at the moment, neither in metaverse. Nothing of that is right now the talk in mainstream. The talk is Web3 gaming, AI, maybe SocialFi, some layer ones, and meme coins. That's where all the attention lies. And Bitcoin, obviously, because it's Bitcoin season. But no one cares about, did you see anything about Decentraland or Sandbox? Is the price moving hard on those? No, it's not. So how can you make use of your OMI bag right now? So first of all, you can transfer the OMI bag temporarily, bridge it, but be careful to do everything right. You can bridge it into the Veve app and capitalize on mainly on airdrops, because we have seen in the newest OMI article that when you have OMI in the app and you start getting the bronze tickets, you can get airdrops, and these airdrops you potentially can liquidate into the market and make some bucks on it, right? Because those airdrops, just for having OMI in the app, probably will give you, let's say it's like a dividend payment, right? So you could then just make a calculation, everything that you sold into the market of those airdrops, basically as like a mini offset, right? Yeah. When you stake, so DZ says, when you stake OMI in Web Wallet, can you unstake anytime when you want to trade the token, or is there a waiting period? Thank you. No, there is no waiting period. You only have the time delay between the bridging, right? So you have to go through a bridge from layer 1 to layer 2 and then back from layer 2 to layer 1. Make sure to not make any mistakes and follow the guides on this that are officially provided by Ecomi. So yeah, that's the thing. Dan O says, lol, you're not lying. Any mention of NFT to a casual Reddit user will result in reaction like you insulted their mother. It's almost cliche to hate on NFTs. Yes, exactly. So, and this is the reason for this hate is because so many people got hurt in the NFT space by just outrageous scams, and that is because NFTs, like altcoins, in the very first when the very first altcoins came, and especially last cycle, altcoins were full of scams, right? Many people got hurt by scams, but NFTs was even worse. So basically, people got excited, FOMO. Also, YouTubers shilled NFTs left and right, and people bought them at high prices, and then they got hurt. And so that's what's left over in the public opinion forever. And then NFTs even more got hurt by media that didn't know anything about it, just pushing these narratives of losses, like, oh, Justin Bieber bought this for 50 million and now it's worth $10 or I don't know what. And plus the narrative of NFTs being bad for the environment. So there's really a big negative agenda going for against those NFTs. And we will see actually what you're saying, Dan O. We will look at that in a second. Mark D says Web of Spider-Man 1 is for sale along with a few new ones on the new Veve site. Oh, nice. Good to know. Maybe we have to buy one in a second. Felipe said, I would say back to all-time high is reasonable. Omi to NFT, Omi to Veveverse assets, Omi in some little games, some T1 exchange, and this all in or after the halving. Don't forget to sell earlier. Only 148 wallets with 10 million Omis in the web wallet. Yeah, absolutely. So these statistics are, it's still fine, right? I mean, considering what they need to get done is that the bridging is not so difficult. But I agree with you, and there are more catalysts. I mean, there's the Veveverse in itself. There is the collectibles into the Veveverse. There's new brands for the collectibles, and then together, the moment that Omi can be used, as you say, Omi to NFT, every brand matters for Ecomi, for the Ecomi token. But because at that moment they're really tied, right? Okay. A quick look at Veve user development. And by the way, there were another 10,000 or so tokens minted, so not too crazy. Let me just get this here. Okay. So here we see the user development on Veve. And we see that at the comics platform launch, we had a big spike up, and now we're crawling up, but we're crawling up in a higher scale, in a higher pace. So this is good, right? The Veve user development is good, ultimately also because these are potential buyers of Ecomi once Ecomi is available within the app, if that happens. Is Omi to NFT gonna pump the price? Yes, I think so. Yes, it for sure. Omi to NFT will pump the price because it is one of the biggest catalysts for Ecomi. So I'm pretty sure that it will pump the price. So a quick one from not a Veve here, but also interesting to exactly what Dan O just said. Cryptoys has formed a partnership with NASCAR. And first of all, congratulations to Cryptoys. By the way, I'm not on any payroll just because I mentioned something else. No, my reasoning for mentioning Cryptoys here is that it is good to see that another project besides Veve can close a partnership. And NASCAR is a big partnership. But the backlash is crazy. So if you go to the NASCAR announcement of the same thing, then we see even some Veve people here, like Veve Meister, Superstar Money, even Metamona, and even Veve Lover, yeah. But we also see this. So, like here, people with even NASCAR in the profiles. Like, is this like the NFT scam? That still leaves a bad taste in my mouth after seeing some of the teams take advantage of their fans that way. Man, we don't want this. Did you all not find out 3 years ago that NFTs are scams? So someone is excited for the partnership. Okay, NASCAR low-key telling us by crypto suckers. Why can't you just sell cool jackets instead, bro. What the fuck is this? Who was this actually meant for? Crypto is a scam. It's not real money. That person will have that person. This is my favorite comment because crypto is a scam. It's not real money. That person will have a very, very rough awakening one day when they find out that the euros, dollars, yuan, or whatever in their pocket is also not real money. If Bitcoin was real money, it would go down in purchasing power by the day. Yeah. Digital, no thanks. Physical or nothing. Okay. Well, then go rent your DVDs at the store at the corner, and for watching a movie, you have to wait for the opening hours. Okay, nice. Okay, but we see here the scammers are so thick in these replies. Whatever the opposite of shut up and take my money is, that's how I feel about this. So we see the resistance to NFTs is so huge, and this will continue until some NFTs are going to make it back into the profit zone for people, and then the narrative will change. It's like the whole people forget so easily, but if you just go back and remember that when Bitcoin was at rock bottom in the last cycle, it was the same talk about crypto, and that after so many cycles, it was like, oh, this time is we are headed into recession. Bitcoin actually has nothing behind it, yada yada yada, and now it's up, and no one talks this way anymore. Besides Crypto Savvy and Il Crypto Capo, or whatever the name of this is. Pro Legendary says most Cardano NFTs are doo-doo. Lost so much money on Cardano NFTs last cycle. My Veve NFT portfolio during the last cycle was making bank, but didn't cash it out. Now I'm down almost 90% since all-time high. Yeah, and 90% since all-time high is still fine. That was also what many altcoins were down when we were at the bottom. I was Phantom, for example, for my bag of Phantom was like down 93%, and now it's almost back up to, like, I DCA'd into it when it was down, obviously, but now I'm fine with it, right? But it really sucked to see this, and NFTs are just almost a year behind, so expect the bottom to kick in, I don't know, like this year, later this year, like October, November, something like that. I quickly want to talk about this also, because I have to go in a second. 577 wallets with at least 10 million Omi, but there are two wallets from Veve with 4 and 3 billion in it. And then there are exactly 128 wallets that hold 10 million Omi inside of Veve. This is all inside of Veve. And then the US dollar value of that, and this is, by the way, these statistics are provided by the intern from Stacker. So we see it here, Stacker. 6.35 million US dollar amount in Omi that wallets hold in the Veve app. So that is the current status. I think this will increase depending on what quality the airdrops are and what you can do with the tickets. But since I'm also a lazy prick, I did not move my Omi still. Also, you get now an MCP point breakdown apparently. So I didn't see that yet myself, but Energy posted this here, so very interesting stuff as well. And I quickly have to go into this. So this is, I think, the biggest thing to talk about at the moment. So somehow there is a whitelist of all people that are using that are whitelisted for the Veveverse in the code of the Veve Comics section. And the Veve Comics site has this in it. Now the question is, what is this whitelist for? So it seems to be the exact whitelist for everyone who has access to the Veveverse. So I think it has something to do with using comics in beta testing, a setup for that. Otherwise it makes no sense that it is in the comic side. So some people believe that it is a whitelist to allocate good comics to these people, that they get benefits out of their minting. But I don't believe that this is the case. I believe that this is for for testing comics in the Veveverse. Now, well, I mean, I cannot prove that. Neither can the people that say that Veve is basically scamming the waitlist. I think a statement of Veve officially for that, what that code does or what it says would resolve the issue. If I was Veve, I would come out and say, hey, look guys, you found something in the code, congratulations, nice, well done. This whitelist is for beta testing, and then this discussion is out of the scope, right? But you see here, hey, whitelist metadata, whitelist, yeah, and then all of the names of the people that are in the listed. I'm not in this list. I'm not on this list, so I'm not. There's no suspicion for me. And now we can. By the way, I didn't mint this. I bought this yesterday. Now we can quickly look at what's new here. So apparently, Web of Spider-Man. Let's see. So Web of Spider-Man seems to be new. Same day as print. Yo. Okay, nice. Wow. Okay, that's. Holy moly. Okay, Web of Spider-Man 1 is a $10 comic to mint. Now the big question is, can we still should we mint this and then go offline? I just have to grab my wallet. There we go. Okay, let's try to mint something. I don't know if this is sold out, but let's try to mint this. Why is this so expensive? Why? But they saw they can make a nice buck on this. So people refuse to. I just have to see that I have my face in front of the credit card stuff, right? So let me get this out of here. So we're only going to mint one just for fun, but we're going to get one here, and then see how this is going. So this is all good. Payment process initiated, boys. Let's see. Let's smash the luck button fast. Smash the luck button fast. Okay, so people did not find out about that. Okay, now I oh man, it wants an SID check, so that sucks, right? So okay, that sucks. So let me quickly do that here for you guys. SID check. Why do you do this to me? You know, guys, that I have. I'm coming back with a. I'm coming back with the camera here in a second. I will not reveal before. So there we go. So. Okay. Oh, hey, Felipe, thank you very much. Mint it, let's go. Okay. So, yeah, let's reveal it here. Thank you very much. Okay, it's a common, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it was a common. Oh no. We are the common gang. But thank you so much for financing that comic for me. That is a clean keyboard, my ass. This keyboard did not get any cleaning in years, and also when I'm working, like preparing, sometimes I eat here, so that keyboard has some really like gamer feels here. Yeah, that is true. So dusty. Yeah, I should get this a clean, right? But you know how it is. Anyways, so unlucky, but hey, Web of Spider-Man, we have the edition now. Sounds good. Guys, unfortunately I have to jump, so thank you very much, Felipe. Thank you all for liking that stream here. Thanks for tuning in. And we see each other hopefully tomorrow at Crypto Morning Coffee. And yeah, have a good one, everyone. Oh, there's the widget. I don't know why my widgets go off like way too late, but there we go. So anyways, guys, wherever you are on the world, have yourselves a great morning, evening, day, night, or afternoon. I see you in